Hello everybody. I'm going to talk a little bit about setting up native cups printing within your Google Admin Console for your Chromebook users. Recently, Google did announce that they are pulling the plug on Google Cloud Print. And so I've been trying to find a way to work around this and still maintain printing for some of my students at my school district. And one thing I found out was that because they're using more and more of the Linux subsystem within Chrome OS, that you now have cups printing made available on your Chromebook devices. Now you do need to be on the more recent versions of Chrome OS, so make sure you're well up into the 70s and beyond. So anyways, to do this, the admin console has changed a little bit to allow a new type of printer management. So if you were to go down and go to your devices Chrome management and break it down again to devices, you're going to go up here towards the top and there's a new drop down where it says devices, and you can actually select printers. Within there you can actually choose to deploy your printers based off of which OU you want them in. So you have the option to deploy them to a group of people based on their user count within certain OUs, or you also have the option to publish it to certain groups of Chrome devices. So if you have some Chrome boxes in a lab and a single printer in that lab, you could control it that way as well. For this example, I will be publishing a printer to a group of users based off of the OU. So it really depends on how you're organized, but in this case I'm going to choose everybody that is in the staff directory for our high school. So go ahead, select the OU that you want, and on the bottom right hand side where the plus sign is, you will now have add printer, as you can see right there. You can name it whatever you want. And from there then you can start doing your configuration. You do have the option to do driverless configuration, but quite honestly, native cups printing supports just about any device that you have. In this case, we are actually running Kyocera devices and some of the newer models, which I believe is a 6002. And from here, you do have the option to do internet printing, and if you set up those paths, that's something you can play with. But I want to keep printing just within my network, so I don't want to worry about any of that other stuff. So I'm actually going to break that down and select socket, and then from there I will type in the host IP address, and for a lot of devices that do like native raw printing, one of the good default ports you can use is actually 9103. So I do toss that in there as well, and I add the printer. Now you think, oh hey, it's done and everything works great. We actually have to set up permissions as well for this device to be used by whatever is in that OU. So if you click on your printer again, it's going to break out on the right hand side additional permissions. In this case, you're going to have allow for users in this organization. Go ahead and click that on. Now if this was deployed to for instance devices like Chrome boxes or Chromebooks, you can also turn those on as well. And if you were going to have like guest sessions enabled, that's something you could use as well if you have a kiosk or something like that. But anyways, I'll just go ahead and turn those on, and then in the top right I click save. And that's really all you need to do when you deploy printers using native cups printing in the Google Admin Console. Some things that you do need to be aware of depending on how your network is set up. Some printers may actually disable that type of printing, so you'll have to go into your network security and turn on IPP or socket printing or anything like that. Also, if your wireless network has ACLs in place, especially for student networks, you will want to enable that printer and that port within your ACL so students can actually connect to them and print. But other than that, the cups printing is really easy to set up. I've tested it out for several students and staff members and devices, and it works really well. So if your Google Cloud Print has been completely decommissioned, this is a great alternative that you can still run for free within your Google Admin Console. I hope this video has helped. Please enjoy. Have a great day.